Two things must be said about Xciter's effect generator. For one, it is extremely powerful and may be one of the strongest features of the Xciter. Number two, it has a steep learning curve, but once you grasp the notion of it, you'll find yourself using it over and over again. To illustrate the effect generator on its simplest level, imagine that you wanted a fixture to wave by means of animating the tilt channel. Doing it by hand, you would have to move the tilt fader constantly. If we could draw out a piece of paper depicting our movement, it would look something like this. What if we could turn it around and have something automatically controlling our tilt channel in a similar pattern as our curve here? Well, the effect generator is exactly that. To avoid confusion, it must be said that the effect generator doesn't move any faders, of course. This here is only for illustrative purposes. What really happens is that values between 0 and 255 are being output to the DMX link on the appropriate channel. But let's return to the fader, as the concept of the effect generator is more comprehensible that way. You can easily imagine that the characteristics of this curve can be changed. You might want a faster tilt movement, or have the tilt effect be very small, or you might turn the curve into straight lines. Let's have a closer look at the parameters. The most obvious parameter is speed. If we increase the speed, the result is, of course, a faster movement. We can also lower the speed. If we adjust the second parameter, which is known as the swing parameter, we affect how noticeable the waving effect will be. It can be made bigger or smaller. In cases where you don't want the smooth motion that this curve produces, you can just change it, say, into a sawtooth, like this. The same effect generator can be applied to multiple channels across multiple fixtures. Say you wanted to make 4 fixtures wave like this. The same generator is controlling 4 different tilt channels. As you see, they behave identically. They are synchronized due to the shared effect generator. They may be a bit too synchronized to look like a true wave effect though. It would really look nice if there was a kind of delay between the fixtures. Well, the effect generator does actually have a parameter that does exactly this, and it's logically named Fixture Delay. Set the Fixture Delay to an appropriate value and you get this. Of course, speed, swing and curve type still works in the same way. This is power at your fingertips. Try doing this effect the traditional way. The next parameter we are going to look at is called channel delay. Channel delay is used when you want to synchronize 2 or more channels with a delay between them, typically when you want to do a circle effect with pan and tilt. But if you simply apply the effect without the delay, all you will get is a straight line, like this. But the more channel delay you apply, the more the line morphs into a circle. You have as much as 255 effect generators at your disposal. They exist outside your program shows. It is only the parameters that control the generator that's stored in your show elements and transferred to the generator when a show element is activated. The generator in turn produces values according to the parameters. If you consider these generators as engines, it makes sense when I say that it can only run at one speed. Imagine 2 sequences within a queue, each trying to set different speeds for generator number 15. As in matters similar to these, Xciter draws on priorities as explained in an earlier chapter. And since sequence A has highest priority, the speed of the generator is set to 23, resulting in a wrong speed for the effect in sequence B. But of course, if you disable sequence A, the speed from sequence B takes effect and the effect runs as expected. It's only speed that behaves like this though. If you feed the same generator 2 different swing parameters, it will produce 2 sets of values correctly for each channel that required it. It is only speed that behaves like this though. For this reason, it's recommended to practice an ICBF grouping of your generators. This chapter has tried to introduce you to the principles behind Xciter's powerful effect generator. But as mentioned in the beginning, it has a steep learning curve, and is really one of those learning by doing things. Therefore, we have included a bunch of examples utilizing the effect generator on this DVD. So go ahead and have a look in the example section if you can't wait to learn more about the effect generator.